Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new update on Jasmy. Just wanted to do a quick update here about the situation. Yesterday, we got some interesting moves throughout the market, of course, but and for Jasmy as well. But for Jasmy, the moves we got were at least not as bullish as in the rest of the market. And just in general, excuse me, I almost have to sneeze. In general, it's also very telling, all right? So we'll just do a full analysis here on Jasmy. We'll talk about what's most likely. We'll talk about some trade opportunities. We'll talk about what you need to know. So in general, it's going to be a valuable video, hopefully. So let's get right into it. So with the moves of yesterday, I mean, in general, the price action yesterday and still at this point of time as well in the markets, aka for Bitcoin, has been very, very volatile. The FIX, the volatility index, is also at local highs at this point of time. So the markets at this point of time are just very volatile. That's definitely, if you follow Bitcoin, what you could see. And then Jasmy itself actually wasn't that volatile. What we talked about the last point of time, or the last time I covered Jasmy, is that if we were able to break above 2 cents, which is the POC of the range that Jasmy is in, which is between 2.25 and 1.8 cents, in my opinion. We managed to break above that, but eventually we just respected the trend, and there really wasn't much momentum. There was some momentum coming in, but if you compared that momentum with the last time we were at these levels, it was even lower. It was at the same levels, and at the same point of time, I think the volume went up, obviously, because it was after the weekend. But the volume also wasn't spectacularly high, right? So in the end, that wasn't a real breakout. We did not manage to hold 2 cents. Excuse me. Well, it's still early morning. So broke down below that again, and that is very telling, all right? Because if Jasmy was strong, by breaking above the POC at 2 cents, which is also a psychological level and historically a strong key level. If Jasmy was strong, it would have been able to hold that and at least get back up to like 2.1, 2.15 cents. So Jasmy at this point of time isn't very strong. Bitcoin is also pulling down quite a bit. I think ultimately Bitcoin is going to be able to hold, but short term it's definitely bearish. Drop down below 62,750. We got a lot of shorts coming in. Some long positions were closed. So I think Bitcoin is going to be able to hold. But for now, especially if you look at Jasmy specifically, which definitely is not an altcoin right now that is relatively strong. Like you have coins like Sui and Phantom that are actually holding up relatively well, or Eigenlayer as well earlier today. So those coins are holding up relatively well. Jasmy is not one of them. So purely in line with the structure right here for Jasmy, like I said, which I think is a consolidation and I think is pretty clear to see as well. I think it is most likely, and that's also where the best opportunity is. I think it's most likely we'll drop down to this level right here at 1.8 and 1.85 cents. And I think ultimately we will hold that. But I talked about this briefly the last time around as well. Would I buy from this level? No. I would only buy from this level if we actually do get some sort of a bullish reclaim, aka bullish breakout from that level. Some sort of confirmation that the bottom of the range is going to hold, right? Because if Bitcoin turns very bearish here and it starts to look like we're going for lower lows on the lower time frames, then because Jasmy is not that strong relatively to the market, then we might actually drop down below this range initially before reclaiming above that. So that's why I'm telling you, I don't think it's a great buy to buy at the range. Wait for either us to drop down below the bottom of the range at 1.75, 1.8 cents and reclaim above that, or wait for the range low to be hit and for us to get a bullish reclaim. Then I think it could be a good buy. But that's what I think is most likely. So in general, I think we'll drop down here, maybe drop down below that, but reclaim and then slowly get back up to the top of the range. That's what I think is most likely. This latter part, so getting back up to the top of the range, could be accelerated by a bullish Bitcoin. But given the way it's behaving on the lower time frames right now, that's not what I would expect. All right. So those are my thoughts. If you do have any questions, let me know. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.